I'm one of those people that I can say the word 10 times before the camera starts. And then I see the word itself and I instantly want to say the opposite thing. This is Manuka honey. And I know don't come for me. You're gonna come for me anyway. I don't even say why. I don't even know why I say I don't come for me, but every single time, and then right after I cut the camera off, I'm gonna say it correctly. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking Your Way Through Life with me, Chef Drake. And today I want to talk about honeys because I'm from Georgia originally. And in Georgia, if you do visit Georgia, outside of Atlanta, because I know people come I'm actually in Georgia right now, so people come to Georgia for Atlanta mostly, but Savannah is another cool place to go to. And if you do go there, it's a lot of honey stores and things there. And you probably come from places all around America even that like honey has become very, very prominent in like those little pop-up stores. You get to taste the different flavors of honey. So I just wanted to bring 3 different types of honey today just to talk about the difference between your honeys that you'll see at the grocery store and like what you use them for. If you go to those shops, they're very good and knowledgeable about teaching you about the different ways we use honey. So this is just a little introduction to it. So clover honey is the one that most of us will use. This is your everyday honey, and this one can be used in pretty much everything that you do every day. You can put it in your teas, you can cook with it, you can use it as your sweetener. Anytime that you have a recipe that calls for a little bit of maple syrup or a little bit of honey, it can be interchange, agave, like all 3 of these kind of go hand in hand. You can use them even in drinks, like flavoring the drinks and stuff for cocktails. So clover honey is pretty much the one that most of us use a lot of times, unless you have access to other types of honey. So this one is actually I got in America while I was here, and I was using it while I was cooking. These 2 I got when I was in New Zealand, which I'll be in very soon, but I'm usually in New Zealand. I'm not really in America a lot. And this one is going to be your wild forest honey. So this one is really, really cool in the sense that it has more of a very, I don't want to say natural flavor because this is obviously natural, but it has a more complex flavor. So I actually like to use this like if you're doing a cheese board. I like to use this if you're going to be putting it on a drizzle on top of something so you can really taste the honey as a flavor itself and not just as a sweetener. So this one, sometimes we just add in for a little sweetener. You want your tea to be a little sweeter, add the honey. It's not going to add a honey flavor. It's just going to add a little sweetener there. But with this one, it's going to be a little bit more complex, going to be a little bit more really rich in flavor. So I really like using this honey as my everyday honey if I have access to it. And when I'm in New Zealand, I have access to it. So I use it a lot more. This one I also got for New Zealand, but you can get this one as well all over. And this is honey that is more medicinal. So this is going to be the honey that if you know singers and different people that use their voice a lot, they'll say that they want to make sure that their voice is really good. Like you use this for that. It is actually very, very thick. I'm going to show you. You can see inside, it's super thick. So in terms of having this honey, this is going to be the one that you wouldn't use every day. I would actually use it as a very finishing honey. It's like going to be the one that has the strongest of the strongest flavor. And I'm going to pronounce it wrong because every time I'm one of those people that I can say the word 10 times before the camera starts. And then I see the word itself and I instantly want to say the opposite thing. So this is Manuka honey. And I know, don't come for me. You're going to come for me anyway. I don't even say why I don't. I don't even know why I say I don't come for me, but every single time, and then right after I cut the camera off, I'm going to say it correctly. But I do this all the time. If you actually take a class with me, you'll know like certain words like semolina flour. As soon as I'm about to say semolina flour, I say salmonella. I don't know why. If you know how these things happen, where like you're someone who knows a word, knows how to say it, and then when you see the word, you can't say it, put that in the comments because I want to know if I'm not the only person. I know I'm not the only person like that. But anyway, this is the honey. Right there, you can see it. And with this honey, it's going to be the medicinal side. So these are just 3 of many different types of honey. I just want to go over it really fast because I feel like honey is one of those things that we use a lot, but we don't really know like which one to buy, what I use it for, and you know, like what purposes does it have? So you'll be wondering, like people say that honey soothes your throats and it stops you from having sore throats and it should be making me feel better, but you're using clover honey and not the medicinal honey. So yeah, so just a little quick 1-2 so you can understand that. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Please don't come for me in the comments too bad for mispronouncing this one, and have a good day.
Thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something. You know what to do next. Please hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons below and have a great day.